All right. Okay, so we are doing a community meditation today with fear. And fear is really kind of coming up strongly for a lot of us. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is a really important time where fear is prevalent. It's really part of our experience. And oftentimes we push away fear. We deny its presence. We pretend like it's not even there. And the issue with that is that fear really helps to spur us into action. It actually shows us where we have been ignoring or not paying attention to things that are really important. I was speaking with a mentor recently. I think it must have been last week. And we were talking about fear. And I was like, I just don't want fear to be part of my experience. And she's like, you if not now, then when? Like, if not when things have been completely turned upside down, then when else will you be experiencing fear? And that's really how the body and the mind is designed, is to take fear and to respond to it. Our body and our mind is designed to deal with fear in a way, to really utilize fear to make important changes and to support us more fully. So, sharing that first, I think, is really important. And when we understand that there's a reason that fear is present, then we have a new opportunity. Because if we can utilize fear to help make important changes and to really reevaluate some of the choices that we've made, then all that we need to do is trust the process, is show up for our experience in a new way that is perhaps a little bit more supportive of what's going on for us. And so, this meditation is going to help us meet fear with trust, with the understanding that all is as it's meant to be. So I invite you to find your position of meditation. Usually that's seated, but whatever is comfortable for you. So I know I'm probably sounding like a broken record saying this over and over again, but I'm just going to keep cueing it, because the more that you relax into a posture of meditation, the more that you're going to find yourself sink into presence. And so I really invite you to do that, to find comfort in your posture, whether that's seated or laying down. And find equal weight on both sides of the body. So make sure that you are balanced in your physicality. And when our body is balanced, when we create stability and structure there, it helps to translate through the energetic and the emotional and even the mental body, and really brings everything into a state of receptivity and of balance. And so I invite you now to find your breath. So as you arrive, you really begin to turn senses inward. It's just a natural process of arriving in your body. When you are focused outward, all of your senses are directed outside of you. And when we arrive in meditation, our senses are turned inward. They're drawn closer to the body and even opened within. And these senses can go even beyond the five physical senses to more energetic and spiritual senses. This is where the clairs come in. We won't go into that today, but clear seeing, clear hearing, all of the senses that are more internal. And this is why It's so much easier to find presence and perspective and insight when we turn inward. It opens up our inner senses. And so, meditation is a really powerful way to connect back in, to be with our experience and face it in a new way. And so, I invite you to move through a body scan with me. We're going to further relax and bring balance to the body, utilizing our attention and our breath. So let's start at the eyes, the forehead and the eyes. And this is touching into the sense of sight. And every inhale, we invite in energy, peace. And every exhale, we release and relax. So bring in this universal energy, this pranic energy of life into the eyes, into the forehead. And exhale to release and relax. Really feel a softening in the eyes. This is a very important first sense to draw inward, opening up inner seeing, clear sight. And now we start to move the scan downward. So touching into the nose and the mouth, breathing in and exhaling to release and relax. And that release and relaxation is really what it means to trust. So we welcome in what is. We welcome in this energy of life, of truth. And we exhale to release and to relax and to trust. Touching into the ears and the rest of the head. Clear hearing, clear thinking. Inhale in, exhale, release, relax, trust. Drawing your awareness down to your throat. See if you can bring in any extra softness, extra opening. I can hear my kitten wanting to join us. Breathing deeply now, drawing your awareness into your upper chest and upper back, into the heart area as well. Breathing in relaxation. Breathing out as we sink into this space of trust. And noticing, sensing any areas of fear, of holding, of nervous energy. And as we breathe into those spaces, I tend to feel it more in my throat and my heart, so that's why I'm pausing here. In this space, we're meeting the fear with trust. It's not about dispelling it or pushing it away, but rather meeting this energy of action, of responsiveness, with a softening, with a trusting in what is and what will be. So inhale in this truth, this presence, this what is. And exhaling as we sink into the energy of trust. Drawing your attention down into your mid belly, into your solar plexus area and your mid back. As we inhale, we draw in this energy of life. We draw in our experience in this moment. We exhale as we release and sink into this. It's a softening of will. We still have the free will, but we are no longer facing our choices with habit energy, with reactivity, but rather we are choosing responsiveness. We are choosing to meet our experience with clear sight, with clear intention, with trust. Keep breathing, keep that linkage to the movement of breath and energy. Drawing your awareness now down further into the belly, to the upper pelvis and the very low back. Breathing deeply into this space. And again, anytime that you meet feelings of fear or nervous energy or anxiety, really recognizing the truth of this need for presence and attention. And as you exhale, you're sinking into the body, into the physical body, the energetic body, the mental, emotional, spiritual body. Really uniting everything and moving into this space of trust, of responsiveness. Moving down even further now into your root, where your perineum is, and then even into your legs, connecting you into the ground below, the earth that rises up to meet you. Feel yourself rooted down. And as you inhale into this area, really scanning this space, feel into your stability. Feel any challenges to your stability, any fears that are arising here. And as you exhale, sink into your rootedness, into your grounding, and into trust and responsiveness. Feeling into your arms now, your arms, your hands. Breathing into this space also. Feeling your hands enliven, the palms of your hand, feeling the energy there. As you breathe in awareness, draw that awareness to your hands, and as you exhale, feel, sense, intend this to enliven, the energy to grow brighter. And now do the same with the entire body. So bringing awareness into the entire body, physical, energetic, mental, emotional, spiritual. Breathe in energy. Breathe in truth. And exhale as you meet your experience with trust. Continue to breathe in your entire physical body, and any space, any place that you find there is unsettling, unrest. Meet this with your breath. As you exhale, you sink into this space of trust, into gentle awareness of your ability to respond. And now I invite you to draw your awareness to your heart space. And here we will settle for a few breaths as we open our awareness to any messages that are needing to be shared, particularly related to fear and how we may meet any of our current experiences with trust. So, breathing into the heart space and opening to truth, being willing to receive the messages. If your awareness has drifted, draw it back very gently to the heart and to your breath. If you'd like, you can draw your hands to your heart. So, feeling by touching your breastbone, by connecting in with this space. And offering yourself a very personal blessing. Whatever it is that your heart needs to hear, whatever it is that your body, your mind, and your spirit need to hear. Now, closing with gratitude. So, thanking yourself for being present, for the practice this morning, for starting your day in such a powerful way, and for exploring new ways of really connecting with your personal and very present experience, no matter what it is, and feeling into what it means to trust, being with the experience, with the sensations in your body, with the challenges that you're facing, and being responsive, intentional in your response. And let's take 3 deep breaths together to close the practice. So inhale through the nose, exhale audibly out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale into trust. Inhale through the nose, exhale into deep understanding and willingness to face your experiences with responsiveness. And you can close with any closing prayer that you use or any salutation. And then when you feel ready, you can start to open your eyes. Just gently blink your eyes open and draw your awareness back to the space that you're in. Okay, so excuse me. I'm still obviously dealing with a little bit of throat stuff. So the meditation that we just did was inspired by another meditation that I did with Tara Brach. She is a really powerful practitioner and teacher in the Buddhist tradition. So she teaches primarily mindfulness-based practices, and I just love her messaging of facing fear with presence. And so I kind of took that a step further and looked at what it means to be in presence. And for me, what it really means is that we are in a trusting state. And I really know what that feels like in my body. So it's a really beautiful way to connect in with the experience and to know that I'm meeting my experience with this presence by being in a state of trust and willingness to be with. So that is why we were exploring it in that way. And I invite you to see if you can draw this trust into the rest of your day. You know, things are changing so quickly these days, and it can feel really destabilizing and unsettling. And that's okay. Pushing away fear isn't the answer. It isn't going to deal with whatever is coming up for you. But meeting that fear or any experiences that are kind of destabilizing you or shifting you into a state that's uncomfortable with a sense of trust is available to you. So that's really what we're looking to connect in with. And so I invite you to explore that today to see if any of the experiences that come up that feel uncomfortable or destabilizing can be met with this trust. And then in turn, if that trust will lend itself to responsiveness, to being able to deal with it in a different way than you might have been dealing with it in the past. So that's the invitation. I look forward to another meditation with you tomorrow. We'll keep doing that this week. As long as people are enjoying them, I'll just keep doing them. So so many beautiful faces on here. And so know that it's going to be available in the Facebook group. And then I've posted it on the YouTube. So on my YouTube channel, which I'll share a link to, just in case that's a preferred method of accessing recordings. So thank you. Have such a beautiful day. I really wish you many blessings as you meet your experiences, your challenges with trust and with presence. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.